Hi everyone, it's Victoria, the Soul Nurturer. It was just on my heart today to come and do a video. I don't have a lot of time because I'm making dinner, so I'm going to do this quick. It felt needed. So here's what's on my heart today. And what I'm finding more and more, and I imagine you are too, is if you're feeling something and experiencing something, so is everyone else, okay? A good reminder that we are not alone. So just a little bit of time together. Just come sit with me for just a couple minutes, 10 minutes, I think the most, just to catch up with yourself, listen to the message, see where it applies, take it in, take care of yourself, nurture your soul. This is my message. This is my hope as I share these videos with you. So, what was on my mind today? We're moving into a bumpy week again. I mean, this whole year has been bumpy, right? But it's like I say, these intense waves and swells, and then a little calm period, and another intense cycle of transformational waves, right? I told you beginning of the year, get out your surfboards and polish them and get ready. Well, this weekend, well, Halloween is another huge swell. Full moon in Taurus. So some people really do well with the full moon. They feel really activated and empowered. Some people, like myself, I want to just kind of lay low. I feel the energy pulling all my stuff forward, and that's awesome. To another healing opportunity. But we can see just a lot of chaos in general. But this full moon, it's going to be in Taurus, which is a call to feel into our foundations, to find ways to be simple in our being, to connect to the things we value and love. It's connected to love as well. And really taking care of our body. It's connected to the earth. It's really just getting practical and realistic about as the full moon illuminates what's not working and expands that so we can see it. So it's a good time to check your own home and hearth and your own inner experience in terms of how are you valuing what you value? How are you valuing yourself? How are you loving yourself? How are you taking good care of yourself? So that's coming up, and there's some intense aspects with it. So I just giving you this not as a warning, but of a awareness. It's just all awareness. We watch the cycles of nature for awareness. So remember, the full moon expands, shows us things a lot more clearer. It can draw out what needs to be released, so we can get ready for the next cycle of planting intentions, seeds of intentions in the new moon. So, but there are some aspects of opposition and intensity. So, and they're with Uranus. So Uranus is a surprise factor. It's unexpected. It's like a lightning bolt of change, which can be good. We are in these transformational cycles. So this one says change it and make it quick. It doesn't want to wait around for us to kind of sit with it and decide what we want to do. So it's about quick and sudden change. And if we're doing our inner work, hopefully that quick and sudden change is moving us. Well, it's not hopefully, it always is. It just doesn't always feel like it. When things are changing or not changing, and we have intention for a way of being for ourselves individually and for the world, and things start moving in that direction, so it seems it can cause anxiety and inner tension and frustration. So be really gentle with yourself and with each other, and have faith and trust, okay? So what I wanted to talk about was change. And then I saw that the full moon was coming. I thought I'd talk about that. This is the way the thought came to me. You know how hard it is for you to change yourself? How many times you maybe have set intention to get into a workout routine, change your diet, expand your potential, do the things that are on the back burner that are just waiting for you. And you set that intention, and then, well, we start moving in that direction, and then it's not happening. It takes some good effort, a lot of conscious awareness and deep commitment and intention, right? Well, the reason the thought came that way was I know many of us are frustrated with what we're seeing out in the world. the way things are moving and or not moving can feel frustrating. What's going on? Why is it going in this direction? We may feel disappointed. We may feel fear and anxiety and sorrow. I'm just feeling into what I'm noticing with people. We are really, our hearts are out there feeling all the political push and pulls, and it's really painful. It's really painful to watch. And ultimately, we need a huge transformation of the political system, but because that's needed but not available right now, we're feeling more of the tension, and we're seeing more of the worst of the worst. We tend to, in transformational cycles, see and get our noses rubbed in what's not working for a while, until those seeds of intention of what we want to create and we're visioning for can take root and start to grow something new. But the point of this was, again, as within, so without, microcosm, macrocosm. I wanted to sort of contrast that with our own, how difficult it is for us to change. Listen, I have lots of tools and I still struggle with setting up new routines during this time, or finding some default patterns coming. It's just the time to see it, be with it, and choose something different from what we're observing, and then just try and practice over and over again. I often say that transformation is as hard and as simple as this. It's having awareness, the ABCs of transformation: awareness before choice, or awareness before, what was my other C? Oh, there was another word I used to use. Awareness before choice, or asking before choosing. There's many different words you can put in for the ABCs, but the point is to slow it down. Be conscious, be aware. What am I choosing? What am I doing? And practice that over and over again. And when you default to the old programming, you start back over again, right? So it's a time to be really give grace for ourselves and others, because it's like we're so fixed on, why aren't these things changing in the world in the direction that I want? I'm feeling disappointed. I'm feeling, whatever you're feeling. Come back to noticing where you may be disappointed with your own inability to change your own life or your own beliefs or your own patterns, okay? We work with what's going on in the world to look into our own worlds, right? It's rich, rich time. So especially this week, there's going to be a lot of stuff coming forward, this weekend, election day, that's going to, let's face it, whoever you voted for, people are going to be disappointed. Ultimately, I really have been saying this for years, and I'm not a super political person, but to me, our political system is, it ties into, or calls forward, our competitive, sports-oriented nature that we've been conditioned to be, living in. We start when we're really young, beating the opposing team. And with a two-party system, that gets generated more and more. It's like we're watching a football game with this political system, and one team really wants to win, and so does the other team, and they're going to try every maneuver they can to win. And ultimately, when there's only one winner, then the other side does not get their needs met in the way that they're desiring. So this doesn't really work, does it? So I think this is why we're so divided right now. It's because we're saying, I don't get my needs met. We're not getting our needs met. And these people here aren't getting their needs met. It shouldn't be that way, right? Like, only this portion of the country gets their needs met. It's just, anyway, I went off on a political tangent, which I very rarely do. But to show you, here it is, the oppositional forces. This is what the full moon's going to be like, by the way. The moon is in Taurus and the sun is in Scorpio, oppositional. And Uranus is conjuncting the moon, which is intensifying the need for change. Well, we're already feeling that. This is just going to be expanded. So just connect with yourself and notice the inner rumblings of your own being. Bring it back to you. This is where we can work. We can't of course, we can cast a vote. We can pray for an outcome that we hope is favorable. Ultimately, as we do our inner work, our own transformation, we contribute to the collective transformation. I don't know how many times I've said that and how many different ways I can say it, but it is really true. And it's so vital to be including yourself in the transformation that you want to see in the world. Okay. So that was pretty much what I wanted to say. Just, for especially for, well, it's Halloween, but the full moon, this is a good time to set a foundation of good self-care, to look at your way of eating and being. I will say a Taurus moon can be like, Taurus people in general are foodies. They love their food, that really good food. And so, and it might be a time when you feel like you want to just, have a lot of comfort food. Think about the need of what's comfort food trying to offer, helping you feel comfortable. So how can you meet your needs for comfort in a healthy way this week, coming forward? Self-care, inner work. We want to create as much inner comfort as we can, and that will reflect to our families, to the world that we are in, and ultimately for the highest good for all, right? All right, that's all I have right now. Just be really just extra loving, okay? Let the full moon expand your love for self and others. And when you feel your inner world rocked by what's going on outside of you, come back to you, comfort yourself, ask what it is that you're telling yourself about what is, and reframe your beliefs and envision something higher and better. We will get there. I trust and believe that we are just in a big cycle trying to move like a freight ship around. It's like those big freight ships that are going in one direction for a long time, and it's like, no, we're supposed to go that way. Well, it takes a while to turn that around, real slow micro movements to make that happen. Trust that's what's happening collectively and with yourself. Okay? Just keep your eye on the vision going forward, what you want to create and what you want to contribute. And from there, I think we'll be okay. All right, sending you all love and a reminder to love yourself forward and to nurture your soul and your potential. You're needed for the collective unfolding. Okay, thanks for being with me. Comment below, like if you like this video, and always open for topics. I'm here to support you and remind you you're not alone. We're all doing this together. All right, until next time.